Man, oh man, the man himself, Robert Griffin the Third. I don't even know if that's your name, but that's your name today. No, I'm just playing, but RG3 has been under some fire after some comments he made about Angel Reese and about the tweet he put out. I ain't gonna lie, that was really disheartening. Like, that's kind of crazy, bro. Like, you just keep critiquing this woman, and she's just out there playing basketball and improving. He's been under some heavy fire, heavy scrutiny. At first, I'm gonna be honest, people were agreeing with him because at the first of the season, Caitlin Clark was performing very good and Angel Reese wasn't. And so Angel Reese was still trying to find her footing. And when she matched up against Caitlin Clark, they got into a little scuffle. And Angel Reese said, "You crazy," And, RG3 went to Twitter, went to the podcast, went to the mic. And, he said that Angel Reese has some type of hatred for Caitlin Clark, which is kind of crazy, bro. It's just basketball. Emotions is high, tensions are high. So that's how the game go. And I feel like he's just pandering, man. To what audience at that too? And it's been like this for a while now. RG3 has shown his like true colors. This guy consistently calls himself the milkman on Twitter. Yeah, this guy's a little crazy, man. And personally, I see what people talking about like, man, you bashing this woman and talking down on this woman. Why not report on the woman? She's actually been improving in the last couple of games. And 13 points a game, 12 rebounds, 3.5 assists, nah, 4 assists, 42 from the field, 23 from, three, 78 from free throw. These stats are decent, and I ain't gonna lie. The start of the season was rocky, so she had to adjust, figure out her role. But now, you feel me? The stats don't tell it, man. Her last couple games, man, she been hooping, man. She been killing. And for him to come out and still be on this like, oh, Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark thing, it's kind of getting weird. Like, you talking about, oh, I got inside information that Angel Reese envies Caitlin Clark, bro. First off, why would anybody from Angel Reese circle even give you the time of day after what you said in the beginning of the season? And second off, man, gang, like, come on, bro. Just like, let's actually think about it for a minute, man. Why would Angel Reese hate Caitlin Clark? Angel Reese has her own motion. Angel Reese is up there, man. She got all the brand deals. She's very promotable. And now that her play is catching up with her name, cause let's be honest, at first it was looking crazy with Angel, man. I ain't gonna lie, Angel she was messing up at the beginning of the season, but that's the beginning of the season. We in the middle of the season. We in season form now. And now that she's actually here and she's hoping that she's producing and she's adding things to her game, man, why can't we talk about that? Why do we have to talk about the bad things? And why do we have to talk about this racial tension? Angel Reese has added an array of things to her game. She could play make better now. She's way more comfortable handling that ball. And yeah, the efficiency around the rim is still low, but she's a second year player and is getting better. She's getting better, and she's gonna go down as the greatest rebounder in WNBA history. She's hoping, man. She's outperforming what people thought of her, man. She At the beginning of the year, people wrote her off. She came back. She didn't pout. She just kept her head down and worked, and she's doing amazing, And I feel like we should champion that more. We should champion people going through adversity, taking the blows, taking the hits, and coming out stronger on the other side. We shouldn't be trying to make these racial tensions. And I feel like that's where the WNBA is gonna grow when things like this are obsolete. When people can actually have real conversations about the game, and it's just not about racism or about, oh, she got hit because she was targeted or this and that. Let's be genuine and let's actually talk basketball, man. Like, I don't understand it, man. Like, they're very great at basketball. I was on the offense at first. I'm gonna be honest. I did not watch the WNBA. I didn't think it was a good product. I always saw players complaining online about NBA player support when they just drew me off to the game. I'm gonna be honest, you know. But I watched March Madness, Caitlin Clark. I watched Johnson. Yeah, great name. Flajay Johnson, Angel Reese, Juju Watkins. I was watching all of them, and it made me like it made me change my perspective of how I see women's basketball. You know, I I first saw it as lower level basketball and not very competitive basketball, and I was very wrong for that. I was very ignorant for thinking that that was low level basketball when I was just getting fed the bad moments on my feed instead of actually doing my research. And I actually did my research. Women's basketball is very intense. I love the defense. Sometimes they be having bad plays, but that's just basketball. Sometimes things are just gonna be bad plays. So I like the game. I just love basketball and I love women's basketball. I love the NBA. I love high school, college. I love any level of competitive basketball. I don't know about middle school and under though. I don't know, man. I don't know if I could sit there and watch those games. I don't know if I could watch those games. That's a little, feel me? A little too old, man. Unless I have, well, when I have a son or a daughter, I'll watch those games. But other than that, man, it would be a kind of weird for me to watch. But yeah, man, I mean, it's just RG3, a black man doing stuff like this, a prominent black figure doing stuff like this to another prominent black figure is just, man, that's not a good look, bro. Because she already gets a lot of hate online, and you just adding fuel to the fire because you're trying to. Why? What are you doing this for? Trying to appease white people? Like, what is your agenda here? Angel Reese is playing good right now. Talk about how good she's playing. Let's not talk about, oh, do she hate Caitlin Clark? Why are you keeping this narrative up? For views and clicks? You need views and clicks that bad that you need to make a fake story about how Angel Reese is an angry black woman who hates this old little white woman? No, that's not how things work. And when people, when dude on the podcast, my mind is blanking. I'm gonna remember your name soon. When he called you out, people was saying he was a little. You feel me? He should never did that, but I feel like he was right. You don't know the black woman experience. You know, my Ryan Clark. Yep, my guy. Yeah, you don't know the black woman experience because you date a white woman, and there's nothing wrong with that. But you're not in those circles, so stop trying to be the voice of reason or trying to defend this white woman when you don't know both perspectives. You should know both perspectives as a black man, but you fail to realize them. You need to do some thinking, some interpersonal workings of yourself to connect back with your people and actually talk to Angela Reese. Go on her podcast and apologize to her and ask her, how does she feel about Caitlin Clark? How does she feel about her? Actually turn this into a positive moment and let's reflect. Or let's see if you get both players on your podcast. I doubt that will happen. Yeah. Let's just stick to getting on Angel Reese podcast and let's see if we can get Caitlin Clark on there and we can have a conversation. You're just spewing out this hate that the game right now doesn't need. Let's talk basketball with a basketball organization. Let's not let's not go with this racist narrative, man. And it's a shame that you had to go this route for views, man. I'm like disappointed in you because I really liked your game in the NFL, but I didn't know this was the type of person you was, man. You feel me? Man, it's a bad look, man. But just, for everybody, be mindful of what you say on the internet. Be mindful of how you speak about people because everything you say has consequences, especially if you're a prominent figure. Everything you say have consequences. So just know that you have consequences with the words you speak, man. You feel me? Man, everybody, have a great day. I love you all. Please like and subscribe, man. I'm out.